Part of We the People, celebrating 250 years. Here's This Day in History.
As we count down to America's 250th birthday this summer, we're sharing our We the People series. The people, places, and things of the past that have shaped our country into what it is today. Here's Charlie Shortino with This Day in History.
Hello again. On this day, April 11th, back in 2012, the Avengers premiered in Los Angeles. The movie starred Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Chris Evans as Captain America, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. And if you didn't know it, Ruffalo is from Kenosha. He grew up in the 21st Avenue neighborhood. The movie wrapped up Phase 3 of the Infinity Saga and was the first of 4 total Avengers movies, with the cats fighting major threats culminating in the battle against Thanos in Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. The series continues to this day with the multiverse saga. Avengers Doomsday is scheduled to come out later this year in December. That's This Day in History for April 11th. For We the People, I'm Charlie Shortino.